Hey everyone, what's going on? Hope you're feeling good and ready for some Pikmin news because Nintendo just rolled out a free content update for Pikmin 4 version 1.1.0. And there's actually more here than a single patch number makes you think. So picture this. You boot the game, and one of the first things you'll probably notice is a new toy in your bag, the field camera. It arrives naturally as part of your early equipment. It shows up on the morning of day 2 for new saves, or will be added for existing saves after you return to the rescue command post and the next morning. And you can angle, frame, and embellish your shots with stamps and frames. The camera isn't just a gimmick. It feels like Nintendo handed you a new way to tell little stories with your crew, to memorialize a perfect boss beatdown, or to stage a ridiculous group photo of Pikmin wearing whatever hats or decor you've collected. It even has options to hide characters and to change angles, which means those picturesque moments you see in clips around the web aren't just luck. They're deliberately easier to create now. There's an accessibility and difficulty tweak that frankly should make a lot of players breathe easier. Creature activity levels. Instead of a single behavior profile for every enemy, you can set creatures to relaxed, normal, or fierce, and switch between them anytime from the options menu. What that ends up doing in practice is letting players tailor how hostile the world feels. Relaxed makes creatures less aggressive unless provoked, which is a real gift if you're easing back into the game or want to enjoy exploration without constant interruptions, while Fierce gives veteran players something sharper to test their micromanagement and fight strategies. Being able to flip this mid-game is huge. You're not forced into a single comfort zone for your entire save. Now for the cute, slightly meta move Nintendo made. Decor Pikmin are now part of Pikmin 4. These are the costume-clad Pikmin that many players first encountered in Pikmin Bloom, and the update brings them into the mainline experience so you can find them out in the field. There are a good number of new variants. Some are making their debut in the console game, and the update intentionally links the two games together. If you opt into data sharing, you can transfer Decor Pikmin or their seeds between Pikmin 4 and Pikmin Bloom, so your collectathon in one place actually feeds the other. That's a clever little ecosystem strategy. You get rewarded for both playing the main game and taking walks with your phone. Beyond the headliners, there are a bunch of smaller but meaningful quality of life additions and fixes. Replay options got some attention. Controls have been tweaked in places, so if an aiming or targeting habit feels slightly different, that's likely intentional. And a couple of save game conveniences were added. Things like a rollover option that lets you carry some data from a completed story into a new save, and the ability to start a new save from day 2 once you've reached that point in the story. These changes make replaying and continuing slightly more pleasant and less grindy. And they make the game more inviting for people who want to jump in again without repeating introductory steps they already remember. Let me be honest about what this update signals, because I think there are two levels to it: player-facing and strategic. Player-facing, it's about accessibility, collectability, and content that encourages sharing. Photo mode plus stamps equals more social content. People will make memes, screenshots, staged fan moments, and that will keep Pikmin 4 visible on feeds and streams. The difficulty toggles broaden the player base at once. If you've been shy about trying because you're worried about harsh creature behavior, relaxed should make exploration a peaceful, delightful walk. If you crave pressure, Fierce gives you that extra edge. Strategically, the Decor Pikmin crossplay with Pikmin Bloom indicates Nintendo wants these two titles to work together long-term, trading daily engagement on mobile with deeper play on console, which keeps both products active and gives people a reason to come back to each. For content creators, and yes, you watching who make guides or silly montage videos, the field camera is a new tool in your toolkit. You can stage a scene, hide your player character for a more cinematic shot, and throw on stamps for personality. That means tutorial videos can show clearer angles for boss fights, and montage or reaction pieces can be more visually interesting without having to splice in external editing or overlays. Also, because some of the Decor Pikmin are new to the console edition, collectors and completionists are going to want lists and locations, which makes for evergreen content. How to find all Decor Pikmin will be a video that people search for months. I should mention something fans discussed before the patch landed. There's no switch to specific enhancement in this update. People hoping for a performance boost, higher frame rate patch, or a Switch 2 targeted edition didn't get anything here. And that's worth noting because it colors expectations about whether Nintendo intends to revisit the title with a hardware targeted upgrade or if they'll keep focusing on incremental content and cross app features instead. It doesn't rule out a future platform specific update, but this release is clearly designed to expand the game's systems and player engagement rather than retool the engine for new hardware. Now, what should you actually do when you download this? If you're new, give Relaxed a try as you learn enemy tells and movement. Let Pikmin live a little while you figure out throwing arcs and squad control. If you're returning and want to make content, mess around with the field camera. There are moments you'll want to save. If you're obsessed with cosmetics, go hunting for Decor Pikmin and link your Bloom account if you want those mobile benefits to sync back. And if you're in the speedrunning community, be careful. Updates that change even minor timing or controls sometimes get split into their own leaderboard categories, so check whatever community rules are in place before you submit times. People's initial reactions in forums and on social have been pretty split in the best way. Collectors and casual players are thrilled to have new cosmetic content and an easier difficulty option, while hardcore players are happy to get another way to pick up the challenge. A few threads flagged small bugs or odd control behaviors immediately after the update went live, which is typical. Patches that touch controls cause ripples. But nothing systemic has been reported from the major outlets that suggests a rollback is necessary. Keep an eye on the conversations if you're worried about mission-critical glitches, but also know that Nintendo's patch notes are clear about the major features, so you're not being surprised by secret changes. If you want to make a video out of this, here's a simple structure you can riff on without me giving you dry bullet points. Open on your own reaction to the field camera, show a few staged shots, then contrast relaxed versus fierce in a small combat montage so viewers can feel the difference. Show your favorite Decor Pikmin and the transfer process to Bloom, and wrap with a quick take on what this suggests for the series' future. Keep it personal. Talk about what you found fun or annoying, and sprinkle in tips like where to get the camera and how to toggle creature activity. The update is small enough that a concise, passionate video will outperform a long, meandering one that tries to cover everything. All right, that's the roundup. A camera to capture the adorable or the absurd, collectible Decor Pikmin that link your console and mobile adventures, a difficulty slider that opens the game to more players while keeping a harder option for veterans, and a few comfort features that make replaying less of a chore. If you want, I can also write a tight on-camera script that walks a viewer through finding the field camera and transferring a Decor Pikmin to Bloom, or I can draft voiceover cues timed to specific shots in your footage. Which one would you like me to do next?